This is an IQ production. It's a indeed.
Tryna release top shit. Fuck, I'm eating, we about to have a sit down. Not a part of this pussy nigga can't sit round. Bread when the business model bitches getting dick down. Get the phone back when they finish, get them kicked out. All in favor of a favor for a favor. Any other matter, we gon' bring it to the table. Organization gotta have communication. Full participation, bread one.
Welcome to the sit down where men talk, episode 3. I'm John.
I'm Jerry.
What's going on, world? It's your boy Marcus.
Yo, I'm Tim.
All right, so bet, fellas, real quick. So I see on social media a lot. Why I see a lot of people say, man, you know, the past don't concern you, things like that don't concern you,
Right.
And you know that's troubling to me a little bit because I feel a little differently about it.
Right.
But before I go into it and dive deeper into it, when you're dating somebody, I want to know what y'all mindset is. Like, what do y'all think? Like, how important is knowing your partner's past history? It can be relationships, divorce, marriages, you know, sex, whether they was abused, you know, anything. How important is that? Because to me, in my personal opinion, I think in order to get to know your partner, you gotta know where they come from.
Thanks.
Now, when you're speaking on something that's a little bit more physical and intimate, like sex, you want to be careful with what you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You ain't gotta know the name of the person.
Name of the
You
person,
ain't gotta
yeah.
know everything that they
Yeah,
went
because
through.
you want to
You
know,
ain't need
like in their previous history, like how they was treated, because you know how
Right.
they handled them. Like, say, far as like
Right.
if you is saying sex, like you know what I'm saying, like she might be traumatized by the way you touch her. Like you
Right.
might be a freaky nigga and you might want to choke her. So, you feel what I'm saying? Like
Right,
you hitting
right.
that. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
But
right.
in the end, like she might be traumatized. Nigga probably done choked her or raped her before. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
you have to know that history too in an aspect. But yeah, go ahead.
And it's just a lot of people that's like a lot of women out there, especially that's like it don't concern you, like it don't matter. And there's some dudes out there too that's the same way. Like I don't want to know my girl I talk to fast. I don't
Facts,
want to know that. And then, well, again, we ain't just speaking about sex. This is everything.
Everything,
This
yeah,
relationships,
facts.
friendships,
Yeah,
everything.
right.
Like if you don't dive into that history, you don't ask those right questions.
Right.
Like how can you truly get to know your partner if you don't ask those
You won't know.
questions?
Yeah.
What you think about that,
Right.
Laura?
Man, my thing on it is, I mean, one of my biggest phrases, man, learn from your experiences. But the big thing about going into any relationship, any situation, if you ain't asking those questions or really understanding the history, you'll find yourself that there's baggage that is being brought into whatever that topic, that conversation, that whatever it is that you are trying to understand.
Right.
So if you ain't asking those questions, you really setting yourself up to take problems and history from something else,
Yeah,
trying to start something new, and you like, man, what's all of this? I mean, I personally been there, and I love my wife for diving into my history, because the other thing about it is if you ask those right questions, it'll make you realize some things about yourself. Not in a negative way, but some things that you may have been dealing with and just, couldn't ever really understand. And then somebody hit you with some of them questions, you be like, oh, okay, some light bulbs are going off, and then you able to grow from it and learn from it. So, man, I think asking questions, being open to those questions, and again, whatever it is, being receptive of it.
Right. Yeah, you gotta be receptive of it.
Absolutely.
Cause like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't gotta know who you with or who you been with,
Yeah,
but I wanna know how you was
name,
treated.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you get into a relationship, man, the worst thing is to get into a relationship with maybe a damaged woman.
Oh yeah.
You
Oh
know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Cause real honest, hell, you might be damaged too.
Exactly.
Right.
So it's like, maybe she might got trust issues, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe she got love issues, you know what I'm saying? It's like a different thing that she might have, but you know what I'm saying? You gotta be open into it, and you gotta listen to her when she talk, but I don't know, man, it's crazy.
I really feel like when you go through that whole situation, you got it's slick you doing an interview with that celebrity.
Man,
you know?
you said
Cause like you got, I mean,
You got to.
it's like you got a piece of paper in your head, you just checking off stuff, and then when she start opening up to you, and when you start opening up, she gonna be checking some stuff out, and then she gonna probably put a stop sign on you.
Right.
So I mean, I feel like it's okay.
But in order, but I ain't mean to cut you off.
No, you good,
But
you good.
when you're a man though, like, cause sometimes as a man, we get so caught up in lust. So we looking at the woman like, man, she's so fine. I don't give a damn what she went through.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But she'll put that goddamn stop sign on you. But you gotta goddamn be the man. You gotta be like, shit, I can put a stop sign on you too.
Yeah.
Because I know what I want. I know what I need.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times, like I said, we get so caught up in the fact of like, man,
Oh, yeah.
she fine, bro. She got fat ass. You got a pretty smile. Man, fuck all that, man. What her spirit like?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What's
What her
that mind
spirit
like?
What
What's
her
that
mind
mind
like?
like?
It's
You know what I'm
facts. And it's key to know, because there's a lot of people don't understand, like especially for me, if I ask you questions about your past, again, this ain't just related to sex and sex only.
Right.
And if I do ask you about your past, I'm looking to discover patterns. Like for me, it's a pattern thing.
Facts.
So for instance, if
Oh, yeah.
you a lazy individual, or if you go through certain things, or
Right.
if you a hothead individual, you got a mean temper.
Right.
Then I need to know at what point did you start having this temper.
Facts.
So I can then start catching the signs of you
Facts.
leading up to
Facts.
having that temper tantrum. So
Right,
then I
right.
can calm you down if that's the case.
Yeah,
Or in any
exactly.
other situation, I personally feel like you gotta study the habits of, and you gotta study the
Yeah.
patterns of individuals.
Especially if you want
and if
something.
you come to
Go
me,
ahead. What's
and
up?
if I'm dating somebody and she come to me and she tell me she want to be better, okay, but let me see where you were wrong at first.
Yeah, where you was
Because if
lacking
you
at.
still going down that same path, I need to know why
Yeah.
you're going down that path.
I'm gonna put that
Makes
damn
sense.
stop sign on you, like,
Hold up.
you tripping. You know
Hold
what I'm
up.
saying? But
Right,
it's just, you know, but like I said, it come with the territory. But like I think a lot of times, like, we don't realize, like, man, a lot of times, bro, it's a lot of women out here damaged. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because a man ain't take that role. And I say a man, because there's got to be a man that takes that role. Because a little
Yeah.
boy, he ain't gonna get
Yeah,
it. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
You know, he ain't gonna get it.
So I say this, man. I say, you know, be open to, you know, and some. And I would say be open and really appreciate somebody that's going into and asking us questions. And really, on the contrary, be distant to somebody who's not, right? I mean,
Right,
it
for the
depends-
right.
I mean, like, okay, you
ask me when the last time I had a chip up or a
you
sex
know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's
Like, and that lets you
yeah.
know really
Because-
where that person is at with you
Yeah.
on how you trying to move.
Right,
Because
right.
if they
Yeah.
move, if you moving on, try to move to some serious tip. Okay, you got the serious tip.
Yeah.
But if you just just one night or you just looking for something to have in the phone, okay, that's something.
It's
but,
different, yeah.
But definitely, if you are trying to move into something serious, you really need to be seeking somebody who's trying to get to know you, trying to get
Right,
to understand
right,
you,
right, right.
understanding where
Yeah.
you're coming from, and you doing the same thing.
And like I
for
said,
them.
it's a lot of times like you see on the movies and shit. They be like, "What's your long term and short term goal?"
Absolutely.
I need to know what the hell you got planned. 'Cause
Absolutely.
like
If you going left, I'm going right.
So,
Yeah, all right.
yeah, and this is another thing too. It's like if we can't be vulnerable with each other about whatever the hell we did.
But-
in
but-
our
but
lives,
let me say this
we
though.
can't.
Hold
Hold
on,
on,
hold
we
on,
can't
I'm
be-
sorry,
we can't be vulnerable about each other
Mm.
about certain things, and you willing to keep that side of you away from you. Again, any past history. How do I know you won't keep anything away from me in the future?
Right.
Like that's a big deal to me. Like if you can't accept the decision that you made in your past, like I understand some are bigger than others. I understand that some things are harder to accept. Like if a dude rapes somebody, it's hard for him to accept it, come back into society, and then try to date another woman and then explain that to her.
Right.
Some stuff like that are just hard to explain.
Right.
You gotta take
So-
that to your grave.
Yeah,
sometimes.
like some stuff, I get that. Like
Yeah, right,
everybody
right,
takes
right,
something
right.
to their
Sometimes,
grave.
sometimes you
Right.
gotta just take that to
I'm not
your
asking you to
grave.
volunteer the information.
Right.
But
Right.
if I ask you,
you gotta
Yeah,
be, you
that's
gotta
what
be
I
willing
have
to
to
give
be
me
real
the
about.
yeah.
Honest
you know what I'm saying? I ain't
Yeah,
telling you
yeah.
just wake up and say, oh, well, Jerry's, I slept with
Right.
50 dudes in the same neighborhood. No,
Yeah,
But that's the
yeah.
thing. But that's a lot of times.
But
though,
if I ask you, be real.
yeah, but it's a lot of times like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't want to bring up their past because the simple fact they don't want to be judged by it. Especially if, like, you know what I'm saying, a woman just trying to get to know you or something, and then she don't know what type of person you are.
Yeah.
So if you be like, man, how many sex partners you got? She might have about 50.
Yeah.
But she might want to tell you 3. It's just because of the simple fact, like, she don't want you to judge you. She probably don't want to lose that connect that you and her have.
Yeah.
But I say like this, man, look,
I
I
don't
don't mean it. I'm telling you like this.
I don't care.
Tell you like this, this is fact. I wouldn't give a damn if you sucked 100 dicks. As long as I'm 101, bitch, I'm good. We go
Stop
down.
right there, as long as you stop
As long as you stop right there, don't go 102
It's
or maybe 100 and half. You might just lick
100 and a half.
it. No, I need to see 101. When you put this motherfucker in your mouth, bing, 101. You know 101, you know what I'm saying? But I was just doing just a little quick, little, you know what I'm saying, shit. But yeah, I feel it, man. I honestly do.
You gotta be honest with them at the same time too, man. You just,
all about
that's
honesty.
all, man. Women just want you to be honest, man.
That's it.
Just
But
be
that's
honest.
hard for us, man, because we don't
It's
do
hard,
that.
but it-
Yeah, we be lying like a dog. So
We be lying
I
like
can tell you,
a
I
motherfucker.
can
You just
tell
trying to get
you,
that ass.
I was lying so much, man. I ended up, man, got hit with a black frying pan.
Ooh,
Boy, I
boy.
ended up in a hospital.
But here's the thing about the lying tip.
Lying too
Here's the
much.
thing about the lying tip.
Okay.
Is again, I'm not trying to be perfect to get a perfect answer, nothing, but this is true facts. I stopped lying probably when I was 26, 27 years old. I'm 39, so it's still fresh. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I stopped lying around that point. So for me, I got out of that lying phase when it was one specific chick that I was talking to, good chick, one that kind of got away.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It
I
took that
shoulda
one.
kinda
It took
tied
that one. It
down,
took that one. It
And
took
she
that one.
left because of lies.
Nah.
So to me, when I started realizing what lying can do, like lying is expensive, bro. It's expensive.
Yeah.
Like the truth is free. Like just
Man,
Why you
Say
think?
you
Why
free,
you think a lawyer get paid so much? You know what I'm saying? Like, cause bro, you gotta keep up with them lies.
Man,
you gotta keep
you-
up
the
with
lies.
Nigga, we don't be stunning them lies, bro.
Right.
Cause we'll tell them one so quick, and then you like, well, you said this, said that.
Song called
Backtrack,
Good
backtrack,
Lies.
backtrack.
Song
Yeah,
called Good
bro.
Lies. It's a
That
song
shit
called
crazy, though.
Good Lies.
I
And
like
the
that.
universe, I promise you, bro, and the universe will reveal the truth at any point in time. You won't even know. Like,
Right.
your girl can introduce you to her best friend, and then turn around and your best friend can get too drunk and start calling you the wrong name. Like, the universe can do so many
Oh,
different
that
things
karma
for
is
you, dog.
love.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
you really got to be on top of
Yeah,
it. But
facts.
that just goes back to, again, being honest about your past and just being straightforward and telling the truth, bro.
Man,
Yep.
Be straightforward and
there it
tell the truth.
is. Truth will set you free.
The truth
Will
will
set
set
you
you
And,
free.
and that you say that, I wanted to dive back into something that stuck out to me is like dealing with a damaged woman, right?
Mhm.
But I want to ask this question though. All right. And we're gonna be all honest.
Oh, yeah.
We can be honest. And if
100.
you feel uncomfortable, you don't have to answer. You get what I'm saying? But I want to ask this though. Have you ever cheated on a woman?
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
But
Yep.
have you ever had a woman that cheat on you?
Hell yeah.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely.
Oh,
You
yeah.
had that?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
So I want to get your answer on that. Like, about
You mean like how I feel or
how you
what I...
felt about a woman cheating on you, like a woman damaging you? Because like I said, when you dive into a
Oh,
relationship
shit.
and dealing with a damaged woman, you might not dive into the relationship
It's
with a
not
damaged
gonna.
woman.
This subject gonna be so crazy.
Like you might not. She might wasn't damaged.
Yeah.
You might was the one who was damaged.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But you looking at all the right in you, but you know what I'm saying? But it's wrong in you because you damaged too.
Yeah.
You get what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Alright, so my take on it is, I see where you're going with it. So my take on it would be, as far as how I felt of when the first female I ever, fell in love with, first one I ever fell in love with was the one that cheated on me. And it was
Damn.
and the crazy part about it is I'm gonna be 100% honest.
Man.
I ain't gonna say no names, nothing like that. I'm gonna be 100% real.
Yeah, we don't say
But it
nothing.
was somebody that was near and dear to my heart that I looked at like my brother. So
Oh, we're
to me, that scarred me for years.
Oh,
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
Oh,
That
yeah.
scarred me for years
Oh, yeah.
because that was my first ever experience on dealing with that type of level of pain.
Right.
And so
right.
for me, it made me question a lot about what I was doing wrong.
Wrong. Yeah.
Now, of
Facts.
course,
But if you
15,
don't-
16
Yeah,
years
yeah,
old,
yeah,
you don't truly know
Right.
what it
You
feels
still-
like.
you
You don't
still
know, you
growing.
still learning,
Right.
you still
Yeah.
growing. So for me, it was a big deal because I didn't know how to handle it. Like I was, you know how I was in
Right,
school,
right,
like
right,
being
right.
a football all-star athlete. And
Oh,
all that.
yeah.
It was kind of like, damn, me? Like
Yeah, out of all
me,
people,
out of all people, me.
Bitch.
Like I'm that nigga me. So he kind of
Right.
threw for a loop.
Yeah.
And so, it took me a while to deal with it. So for you saying damage, yeah, I was damaged through that whole period of high school.
Yeah.
Because at that point, I didn't trust nobody who was texting, who was talking to.
Right,
You know,
right,
who's
right.
this guy? Who's
And
that
them-
guy? Who's this guy?
But like them insecurities, and if you're trying to jump into something new, them insecurities that you have, it's gonna be a major motherfucking effect on anything that you're trying to open up new.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Oh,
You
yeah.
can't do that. You can't bring that baggage in. So I said that's why I say that to say this. I said a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, a woman might be damaged.
Yeah.
But you might be damaged more than her because you got your
Right.
insecurities. You get what I'm saying?
So here's my take
Right,
on it, and I say it's levels to it. So to that point a little bit is why I always kind of had the dating rule. So my wife, she really didn't like the dating rule, but like in my opinion, if you going into really any relationship, it's gonna take you about 6 months to really know that person. I mean, or to really get all of the
To get a
layers
feel
of the
of it.
onion
To get a
peeled
feel of
back
it.
to
Yeah,
get like
yeah.
who is this person really kind of at the core? Like because I mean you gonna go on experience different things, some things that a dog may die or whatever. Like, but 6 months, life is gonna happen. Life happens to you every day.
Every day.
Every
Facts.
week, every month, but like
Facts.
6
Something
months of really kind of conversate with that person
Yeah.
every day or multiple times throughout the week
Yeah.
will give you a good sense. So that's my kind of take on, I would say, really before making a true commitment, give yourself 6 months to really see how you interacted with that person,
Right.
as well as that person interacted with you.
Right.
So now on the cheating situation, I say it's levels to it, right?
Right.
Because in some situations it's like, yeah, a person step out on you, but they giving you all the signs like, hey, I need this from you, or like this is what's going on. Or, I'm getting these trigger points from you, yada yada. And then if you like, you ain't receptive to it, you pushing it off, you just doing the bare minimum, and then they go and really they cheated. That's not right, but at the same time, at least they came to you maybe like 20, 30 times before they made that move.
Right, because like that's what I want to dive in a little bit more deeper into and be a little bit more briefly is about what was the reason for why you cheated. You get what I'm saying? Like was it the fact that you've been hurt before? Or was it the fact that you don't trust nobody? Was it the fact you got insecurities? Or maybe it was the fact that she wasn't doing the shit that she was supposed to do, you know what I'm saying, as a woman to keep you there.
It's like two things. You know what I'm saying? I kind of look at it like it's two things that people cheat. Could be more, but to me it comes down to two things. Like either that person that you chose is selfish, or two is the lack of something at home. That's the two things I break it down to.
I'm gonna give you the third one. I'm gonna give you the third one.
Give me the third.
Because you just want to.
They're going to selfish, right?
Selfish? I mean, it might, but motherfucker, facts. Go ahead.
So like, I mean, at the end of the day, man, you got your coaching, written, verbal, and final. That mean I'm going to
the whole script.
Like, you got your coaching, written, verbal, and final,
right?
Because like I'm just saying, like. I'm still want to hold on to you because I see something in us that we can work out. Right. If you're still not gonna meet the goal, you got your coach written very fine. The final is that that's it. I'm still kind of hold on to you, but I'm still like looking on Instagram and Facebook and then try to see what's going on. Yeah, it's a choice that I have to make if I want to just say cut it off. And then that's when the selfish come in. That's when I did
Because a lot of times, like I said, we look at it and we gonna say it's selfish because a lot of times when you did make the mistake and you did shit, we not even gonna say it's no motherfucking mistake. You cheated, you just cheated.
You just cheated,
man.
So when I probably say 2016, 2015, 2016, I had a clothing store that was getting ready to open up. That we opened up in
Baseball Ridge,
Mississippi. We opened up in South Haven, Mississippi.
Let's go.
The business was good. Everything was booming. Then everything started to slow down. Me and the other two guys that I was doing business with decided to part ways. Right. In the process of me parting ways with that group or with those two individuals, which I still got love for, no disrespect or anything like that. But when I parted my ways from those two individuals, I was seeing somebody at the time. Right. That particular individual that I was seeing at the time was telling me the things I needed to hear. This is where the selfish part kick in. Like, because the store gave me clout. Let me put it like that. The store gave me clout. Like anything I said, anything that I did, people was following it. Anything I post on social media, people was treading 3, 4, 5, 6, 700 likes. Right. And so when I started to walk away, I knew that was gonna lead. So for me, I started entertaining the women who were still telling me I'm that man. So that's what caused me to cheat on the girl that I was talking to at the time. Was because I was listening to the women. Yes, the attention that you was getting. That was the selfish part. Yeah. And the girl that I was dating at the time was in my ear telling me, "You still a man in my eyes, but you need to go get a job." You know what I'm saying? She was telling me what I needed to hear. She was telling me the things I needed to hear, but I was too selfish and didn't want to release that clout, and so I went the opposite way. And your ego.
I'm just like, I'm straight, man.
Yeah, your ego played a part. But I said, that's a lot of times what we do as men, though. Instead of goddamn letting that woman go and letting her be free and have her peace, we hold on to her. You know what I'm saying? Because
consciously and sometimes unconsciously.
And it's the selfish shit that we do as men. We do that shit all the time. Like, we might can fall out of love with you. We might don't love you no more, we might not like you no more, but it's the fact that I got you and I can hold you in this motherfucking space that I need you in. So I know if I let that go, I won't have you no more, but I need to let you go because, like I said, I need to let you
That's the right thing to do for real.
Right? But we don't do that.
We don't do that.
We ain't doing this.
We ain't doing that. We want
and I ain't gonna bash the men and the women, but the women do that too.
They sneaky as a motherfucker though.
They men, we're prideful about the situation, and then when women step in, they I love my women. I'm manipulative about the situation. It's so subtle. It's so like slick and just like slide. As bad as that sounds, but the women out there, they really know because a lot of the time the women will recognize it in the men, right? And will be like, again, I think honestly a lot of the time, but it all depends on situation and experiences. the women will give the last effort. And then then they'll go right, and then they'll make their move. Yeah. But I think that's the ultimate thing, kind of from even the last episode is the emotion. So we all human, right? Everything that we experience in life on a daily basis affects some type of emotion inside of us, and so that's why when we talked about mental health, where you just got to be in the best mind space possible to deal with all the things that come in the day-to-day life. I mean,
it's a load.
It really is. And there's no perfect way to do it. And there's billions, obviously, of people on the planet. So you really got to figure out what's your way to deal best with everything that's coming at you at all points and times when you up and awake.
But I'm going to tell you, and that's facts. That's facts. But I'm going to tell you, if you're a man with any type of heart, love, care in your heart, the worst motherfucking thing you can do is hurt a good woman.
Oh man, the tears come out of their eyes.
The look on her face. Because when I did what I did, you know, and I cheated, you know what I'm saying? But I think the thing that hurt me most was she didn't say like, you hurt me, whoa. She looked me in my face and she said, I'm disappointed. You feel me? I'm like, damn, I ain't never had nobody tell me they disappointed, nigga. They struck somewhere. Like, bitch.
She didn't get back with you on anger. And
she said it in such a calm way, bro, in a calm spirit. And they let me know when she said that. She was like, I'm done with your ass, you know? You disappointed me. I can't come back from that. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times we try to make them come back from that, and sometimes we do get them to come back from it. But at the end of the day, when they do come back, bro, all that trauma that you done caused them, bro, that shit'll never be the same again. Nah. You can try to act and fake it like
they'll kiss and hug you and take a couple of pictures, but in the back of their mind,
they still remember it.
They still thinking about their whole situation.
They still thinking about that situation and they fucked up in the mind.
Man, you can get all this stuff, man. You can get all this stuff.
Oh yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna throw this one out here. Let's segue this way. So is it possible for a man to heal a broken woman?
Man, that's a tough question, but I think it's possible, bro. I think a man can heal a damaged woman, bro. I really do think.
I want to hear that.
I agree with that.
I want to hear that.
Now here's why.
Let me hear that because I need to know.
It's levels to it.
There's levels to it.
It's levels
to it. Parameters to it. It's parameters to it. Definitely levels to it.
Where you living at?
Nigga, I knew with that before I got here.
I love it. I said I love it. I ain't say I love it till now.
I love it. I'm listening. I'm listening.
But nah, see, folks throwing me out, bro. But nah, I think that a man can heal a damaged woman, but it depends on what the damage is. That's why I think it comes down to it. It depends on what the damage is. If a woman been in a situation, which there is a lot of women out there that have been in this situation before, where you know they dated a guy, he had the bread, and then you know he buy all these gifts, and then when things don't work out, he take all the gifts away. I know people who've been through that particular situation.
Right. Okay.
So that particular instance, I think, you know, I'm not saying that they need a man to be financially stable in that particular damage. I'm not saying they need that to be.
They slick dude, bro.
But it's how you come about it. I think it's gonna be how you come around.
Yeah. How you present.
So how you present yourself. So if a woman is damaged, when it comes down to, let's say, you know, they just date somebody, they just keep cheating on them. At that point, they probably just need more reassurance than anything.
Reassurance.
Like, get ready to talk to you on the road.
You gotta get that reassurance.
And the only reason I say reassurance, because the situation that I just told y'all about in the last topic, about me listening to the cloud, she needed more reassurance than anything.
That you was her man.
I didn't give it to her. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I speak from that side.
Yeah.
Because she needed reassurance and I didn't deliver that.
Yeah.
So from her being damaged and not having that reassurance, what I learned being that our relationship didn't work out is that I didn't give her that reassurance.
Okay.
So if I would have gave her that, I possibly not. This is not a guarantee. Let's say that out there for social media right now.
Let's go.
This ain't no guarantee that you know you're gonna heal her, but I think this is the right steps to heal that person by starting with reassurance.
You gotta let her know.
Now, going into a situation where somebody's been abused, raped, molested, I think that's a different ball. That's a different ball game. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's a different ball game but you can do it. You can help.
Yeah.
Right.
It's ultimately up to her to let that particular situation go.
Right.
Because a lot of women that go through that, they hold on to that situation.
Yeah.
And it's like, I blame you. I ain't do it. I blame you. I ain't do it. I blame him. I ain't do it. You know what I'm saying? So they blame whoever in their life at that moment for whatever
that
happened.
baggage, unfortunately.
So I don't think personally you can heal that particular person, but I do think you can give enough support for them to let that situation go.
Yeah,
so that's why I say,
and not necessarily, in a way.
Yeah. That's fair.
In a way, not necessarily let it go, but let them be able to cope with it.
Cope with it. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Because I like that.
Don't let it go.
Yeah, heal.
I don't
Heal
want you to
more
let it
important.
go. You know what I'm saying? I want you to still have it in the back of your mind.
Yeah.
Because you know what I'm saying? I'm not perfect either. I can make mistakes too.
Yeah.
But I want you to be able to cope with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And understand that shit. But you know, I don't know, man.
Oh, that's a word.
Yeah, that's Tim, what you got? What you got, Tim?
I say, man, it's certain levels. Look.
It's
When
hard.
you deal with a damaged person, man, I personally feel like you gotta have your ducks in a row first as a person.
Right.
Cause you gotta you gotta have yourself together, and then when you deal with somebody else, you actually taking care of somebody else.
Right.
I feel like that.
Right.
But when they tell you what they going through, you damaged too. But you gotta actually let go of all that situation to make sure, man, that person be taken care of. You gotta be there. They gotta lay on your chest. They gonna have
their moments.
They gonna have their moments. It's gonna be
And
sometimes they just gonna
That's
sit
just
there and just break down in front of you and just start crying. You gotta be there.
You gotta be there. Even
Because
if you don't even know why.
Because
You gotta be there.
once you show them that one sign
Oh, this
of
gonna
where
be
they
good
was
stuff.
used to be hurt, like if you show them one sign, it don't gotta be. It can be the smallest thing to you.
Yeah, and
But it might be
trigger.
so major to her, and it might trigger
Yeah.
to
Oh,
what
yeah.
she was used to.
Oh, yeah.
So you done fucked her over. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta understand it as a man, because you know sometimes we'll be like, man, just let that go. You'll be all right. Woo, woo. I don't know why you tripping over that, but man, you don't know that shit affected her in a different way.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? More than what you feel about it, because we be like, you know how us men, bro, we like, man, that bitch is tripping.
Yeah.
Man, that bitch crazy. Man, that whole nigga. You know what I'm saying? But that's how we come. But you don't understand the full. If you love that woman, bro, you gotta understand where she's coming from. You gotta goddamn be able to help her. And
Yeah.
be like, okay, baby, you. Okay,
Yeah.
I got you.
I got you.
But that's the number one motherfucking word that you can say and you can do with a woman. You gotta say, hey, baby, I got you.
Not only just said though, like you
But
gotta
nigga,
actually
No, you're right.
have them though.
You gotta have
But I
them.
feel you said it
Yeah,
right.
I
You said it
got
right.
you.
See,
But
look,
you
let me
gotta
say this too,
actually
dog.
have
Let me say this too, man, because these women, man, look, some women ain't got no dads in their life.
Yeah,
That's
So
a
they-
problem too.
And so
That's a
what they
problem.
see on TV and what they see on social media, they expecting you to do the
And
same. But they don't know the real
the
truth.
real truth.
So
It's a fairy
like
tale.
when,
It's a fairy
like so
tale.
what we
I
see,
like it.
so what we see on social media and stuff, man, everybody spending all this stuff. That's fine. I spend a bag on you, babe. But at the end of the day, I gotta teach you some knowledge to get you to the next level.
Right,
man.
and
Because
that's
I love you.
and that's a lot of
Yeah.
like with this generation now, bro. Like that social media don't fuck everything up for everybody.
Because you-
It's a
they
different
see-
world.
They
like,
see
yeah.
like, okay,
Yeah.
he taking care of her.
It's a gift
he supposed
and a
to do
curse.
that. Boom, 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 boom.
That's a 5-second shot.
right.
5 seconds.
But I'm gonna tell you like this though,
Hey, I'm
bro.
ready to hear you
I'm gonna
say
tell you
something.
like this,
You
baby.
better talk about that 5-second shot.
Hey, but I'm gonna tell you like this, baby.
Yeah.
I ain't your daddy.
Oh,
I can't
here
take
we
care of
go.
you, baby. You need to have half that motherfucking rent money. I can't do that shit for you. I can't keep that shit.
That's this generation.
I
This
can't do it. I
generation.
mean, I can love you and give you shit that you need,
Yeah.
but like, hey, baby, I'm finna take care of you. I'm finna give you money.
It's a certain extent for
It's a
that,
certain.
It's a
I
certain
ain't,
extent, bro.
I ain't
For
balling though.
one-
But I ain't
Yeah,
balling.
yeah.
I ain't got it, bro.
For one, bro.
Have that rent money, bitch. Have your hand. If that shit $1,000, bitch, you
bro.
better have $550.
I love it.
Hold on. He said if it's $1,000, you gotta have $550.
I might be short that weekend.
She gotta come like
Hey, I'm
Man,
like,
they ain't giving no hours.
$100. This made up for that side of $100.
They ain't giving no hours at work.
But a real chick
But no, I don't. But
will accept that role and be like, I'm gonna, I'm
I
working
got
too.
you.
I got you too. And
But
Hold on.
no.
Go ahead.
let's
No,
go.
no.
I'm down with this right here.
If you ain't got no woman that's willing to work with you, if you ain't got no man that's willing to work with you, why the fuck is we doing
Man,
this?
We ain't
why
gonna
you
work
gotta
Because
out.
I'm lacking that.
Hold on,
You
hold
supposed to catch me, and when you lacking that, I'm gonna catch you.
Hold on.
If I got five,
He
then
ready.
you
He
got
ready.
But that's the process of healing that particular person
Right.
who's been in that situation.
Right.
Yeah.
So if they've been in a situation where a dude kind of gave them everything, and they was like, you know what, I'm just take the back seat and let him take everything. Right. And then when that didn't work out, they went their separate ways, and then the nigga took all the money from them. That's where it goes back. So for them, I'm ready for them. But for a lot of women to sit back and say, you know what, I don't mind going half on the bill, because some dudes out there don't want their woman to go half on the bill. Right. I
don't want mine, but that's false.
Right. I understand it depends on your financial situation. I need that 550, man. It depends. But for some women, it's some good women out there who don't mind, pulling out their debit card to do whatever.
Right. They don't
for the right dude though.
For the right, you have to be the right dude. Motherfucking
like
man.
You ain't gotta. One thing I learned is that social media do make it hard financially. Yeah. But if you come in with all your ducks in a row, and she understands your vision, like for some people, some guys out there, they might not have their own place. They live with their parents. Yeah. But they got a plan and they got a vision. Some women is behind it and will support that 100%. Yeah. As long as they support my dream, as long as they see that man is working in that particular plan. And but if they don't see you working in that plan, they ain't supposed to.
But it's the thing though, it's the thing, and we gonna keep this shit solid, because there's a lot of motherfucking women that take care of me. Man, true. And it's some real motherfucking women out there that take care of
and they be sitting on their ass.
All and the reason why, because all they want is a motherfucker to say that they love them and they want to feel comfortable.
That's all they want.
But that nigga don't love you, baby. That nigga using you. Had that 550.
Hey, so
because we gonna go to work and meet the
That's why I want to close it out and put the spin on it. So I asked the question. I said, can a man heal a broken woman? And my answer to that question is that the right man can heal a broken woman, and the right woman can heal a broken man. But you real talk.
But it stems back. It stems back to what he first said. Yeah. I need to know your past.
There it is. To Jay's point, like, so the right man for a woman that may have been raped or a situation, I ain't that guy, right? But
I like to get nasty. I want to choke you a little bit.
So
you want to get a little chunky? I'm grabbing by the neck.
She was in a way broken. Yeah. I was that right guy for her brokenness. She was that right woman for my brokenness. So that's why I say the right man can heal a broken woman and vice versa. But like, one man can't go around fixing all the situations. You gotta, like you said, it's gotta. If you can connect with that past and help that person through it, I think it can work. But it can work. It can work. No, it can work. It can work. But
now that we gotta understand that it can work. Yeah, it can work.
It can work.
It take a lot of. But you gotta have your ducks in a row, man.
Yeah,
you gotta have your life together. I mean, I don't know. Like, you gotta have your life.
What's the old saying go? You can't pour from an empty cup.
Like, that's fact. Say this. Have your 550, man. And I want to say happy Mother's Day to all of the beautiful black women that's taking care of their motherfucking business, taking care of their children, taking care of their household, taking care of their man, taking care of whatever that's put in front of them, because I know at the end of the day, your job is harder than mine. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, talk.
But I want to say this to say this. At the end of the day. Let's go. She better have what? 550? 550. I might be short. You ready for it? You ready for it? This is the sit down where men talk, episode 3. We out.
Trying to release toxic. Motherfucker meeting, we about to have a sit down. Not a part of this pussy nigga can't sit round. Bread when the business model bitches getting dicked down. Get the phone back when they finish, get them kicked out. All in favor of a favor for a favor. Any other matter, we gon' bring it to the table. Organization gotta have communication. Full participation, bread.